Hey you guys, so I'm going for a little walk here. I've got my life vest on. We're about to go take the tubes out. Anyways, I wanted to let you guys know that I just got, first of all, as suspected, they didn't call until almost 4 o'clock. And when I called back, I was on hold for 30 minutes. So I only waited for 7 hours to get my results, and then an agonizing half an hour before they even picked up. So this was my second hCG draw, okay? So this is what they said. So first of all, she gets on the phone and she goes, oh, I can't give you these results. And I'm just like, oh my God. So I've been on hold. I've been waiting all day for my results. I've been on hold for half an hour. She gets on the phone with me and says, oh, I can't give you these results. And I'm just like, what? She's like, I have to go get the doctor. So she goes to get the doctor, but obviously by this point it's 4:04 and he left early today at 4 o'clock. So there's no one to give me, and so then she was like, well, I can just have him call you tomorrow. I was like, no, I've been waiting all day. I need my results. So she's like, well, let me see if I can talk to the OB coordinator or something, because I can't deliver these results to you. And so I'm thinking automatically, like my heart starts pounding. I feel like I'm going to puke because I'm like, this has got to be bad. Like, this can't be good. So finally the OB coordinator or the assistant or whatever finds an OB nurse, I guess, that must have been on call. And I guess she was qualified enough to read the doctor's notes and tell me what my hCG levels were. I was like not understanding what the hell the problem was. So she's like, hey, this is Judy. This lady's bedside manner is like seriously lacking. She's like, hi, this is Judy. And she told me that my levels dropped, but that the doctor wants me to come in to see him to talk about our options because they're not dropping as fast as he wants. So if you guys didn't see that, my hCG levels were at 120 when I was 6 weeks pregnant 3 weeks ago. For some reason, my hCG levels tripled and they went up to almost 360 2.5 weeks after my miscarriage. Okay. So he does not like that. He doesn't like that they tripled. He doesn't like that they're not dropping fast enough. He also doesn't like that. So here's the other thing. We're pretty new to this area, right? So I didn't have a regular OB doctor here. No one was monitoring my case. So apparently when I went into the emergency department, so today is Wednesday, last Friday morning, when I was like, you guys, when I say it was like the scariest night of my life, I meant it. I called my mom. I was like, I felt like I was going to die on the car ride to that hospital. I was like, and then we got to the ER and I literally passed out. So apparently they got my ER records because it wasn't flagged for OB. It was just in my regular whatever. I don't know. Anyways, they think that I may have been there were, and I think this is why the medical assistant couldn't tell me this. They think that I was actually getting a little septic, which is why I had that bright red lacy rash all over my body. My blood pressure dropped to 98/56. My oxygen was low. You guys. And that doctor in the emergency department, the one that I told him to F off, I didn't say F off, I said, get the F out of here. He was trying to put morphine into my arm because he said he thought it was an anxiety attack. He's like, you just look a little anxious. Meanwhile, they would have not, don't even get me started on that. Don't even get me started on that. They wouldn't let my husband come back with me. They weren't listening to me. And he's asking what's wrong. And immediately the doctor walks in and says, you just look a little anxious. He's like, if you were really sick, you'd have a fever and your temperature is actually low. What this doctor then today was like, yeah. I said, no, they said I was fine. My temp was just low. He's like, your temp was hovering at 96.2. He's like, anything under 96.8 can be a sign of septic shock. What the flip? How did the doctor in the emergency department not put that together? The fact that my temperature's low, my blood pressure was low, my oxygen was low. I came back positive for an infection. I told him I'd had a miscarriage, and this dude thinks that I'm having an anxiety attack and tries to pump my arm full of morphine and then give me a combo of, like, I think he was trying to give me Xanax lorazepam because I was hostile. No, dude, I just wasn't feeling good. So anyways, I think that's why they wanted the doctor to tell me that. Hey, babe. So anyways, they want to monitor me. They want me to come in for another appointment, another ultrasound, and more hCG draws until it goes down every 48 hours. Traveling is a no-no right now for me. I'm like, can I travel? Because we were going to go see my grandparents, and they were like, no, you should not be traveling right now. So I kind of like freaked out when they also told me that I could have been septic, because I was just like, I knew something was wrong. Like, so many emotions right now. So anyways, I don't know if I even mentioned this. My levels went from 296 on Monday, and today they're 246. So they dropped by 50. That's a good thing, you guys. But the doctor just still doesn't like that they're not quite where they're supposed to be. So anyways, I'm gonna go, hi babe, I'm gonna come chat with you. So now I'm gonna go chat with my husband. We're gonna go back in and talk to the doctor about options and just keep doing all the healthy things and just keep praying that my levels go down. So right now, what they're trying to do is focus on keeping the infection down, right, with the antibiotics. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I just got a random email. So anyways, I'm gonna head out. So anyways, they're trying to keep the infection down while my body does its own thing, and then just monitor me in the interim. And if it gets real bad, go to the emergency department and they'll do exploratory surgery. That was the next thing they were talking about, was my possible options, which could include a DNC, possible exploration options, which I'm assuming meant like I don't know, surgical options. That's what they wanted to discuss. So that's where I'm at. All the happy vibes appreciated, because my body still thinks that it's pregnant. I'm just tired. Hey guys, good morning. Ugh. I hate how I sound like a 50-year-old smoker in the mornings. Anyways, so today, in about an hour, we have my second hCG draw post miscarriage. And I'm really hoping we get some answers. So if I didn't mention this yet, I woke up again in the middle of the night last night, and it wasn't as bad as the night that I went into the emergency room, which you look good. You look scary, but you look good.
Scary?
You look scary. You look like a train robber. It was last Thursday, so today is Wednesday. So almost a week ago, this has got to start getting better soon. It's been 3 full weeks since the miscarriage now, and I am just feeling so drained, like physically, emotionally, like I don't even know. So this is the weird thing. So last night, my mom came to stay with us just for like moral support, and she's just awesome with the kids, and so it's obviously always easier when you have one extra person. But she's just really been keeping my heart happy and keeping my mind off of things. So anyway, so we were sleeping in the camper last night, and so I have the UTI, which they found, the urinary tract infection started 1 week and 2 days after the miscarriage. Okay, so there's that. And then I got a kidney infection, and they think that it's actually coming from miscarriage complications, but they can't figure out where that's coming from. So anyways, it was just crazy. So last night I woke up, and you guys, I've never had this happen before, but like all of my joints in my entire body were just so unbelievably sore. Like my neck, my knees, my wrist, my elbows, any single joint that I have. And so like I woke up and I went to uncurl my fingers and I was just like, I don't even know what that's about. I've been on antibiotics now. I'm hoping that they so I don't know what was happening. So then I got like super just sick. It was the middle of the night. It was 3:00 in the morning. I called my husband. He came downstairs and just sat with me because I wasn't sure if I just needed to get in the bathtub because I didn't want my blood pressure to drop out like it did last week. You guys, when I got to the emergency department, my temperature was at like 96 and my blood pressure was 98 over 56. I think it was 98 over 56. And that's why I passed out, I'm pretty sure. So I just was like, okay, let me get my blood pressure going. TMI, but I had like horrible diarrhea. I don't know what that was about. I was just like, oh my gosh. And then I almost like kept throwing up, but I didn't. And then I just sat in the bath and then I just laid on the couch and tried to fall asleep. But I was just like, I'm so tired. I couldn't fall asleep until after midnight. And so I woke up at like 2:46. So that was, and then I only slept for another 2 hours this morning. So I'm pretty tired. On another note, I don't know if you guys know where I live. If you're new to the channel, hey, you're really catching me at my finest hour here. We're like getting to home base here, me without makeup, before we even, officially meet. So, hey, my name's Sarah. Here's where we live. So we live in a lake way up north in Wisconsin, like way up by Canada, right? Eh? That's what everybody says. Whenever they hear where we live, they're like, oh, she's up there by Canada. I'm like, kind of not, eh? But anyways, so we were sleeping in the camper last night. So my mom was here, I was here, and I had come in the house because I wasn't feeling good. And she texts me and she's like, bear! There was a big bear right by the camper. So that was pretty crazy.
Deer. It's not a deer. That's a bear.
That's a bear.
That's a bear.
Oh my god. Oh, she ran for the house.
I felt a little too close for comfort, and I don't think it knew I was there. But,
Yeah, it could smell you for sure though.
I didn't like it.
And I had heard something, but I was just like too tired and I just was in so much pain. I did not give a frick. I was like, whatever, when I was in there. And then I had to pee, so. But anyways, there was that. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get ready, do my whole morning routine here, which is all of the things that I've been trying to support my body with naturally to help fight the infection, which I'm really glad I was doing, because you guys, I don't even know what would have happened. So I'm going to do all my morning stuff, which I can probably show you in a totally separate video. God dang it. Do I have I do. Fudge. Oh, this happened the other day. I broke out and like, do you see that? You see all the red? That's not the lighting. That's like I've been getting this weird freaking rash that's happened ever since. Anyways, so then I have an appointment and my hCG levels should hopefully tell us a little bit more. So here's what they're thinking. So I don't know if you guys saw, but my hCG levels were at 120 at 6 weeks pregnant, which is very low, when I miscarried 3 weeks ago, okay? A week ago, we went into the emergency department after I started not feeling good. My levels had tripled. They went from 120 to 356. Now, I did have a complete miscarriage. They confirmed that via ultrasound. They couldn't see a molar pregnancy. There was no ectopic pregnancy. I've had 2 ultrasounds. They don't know what's going on. So they possibly thought I was re-pregnant. So they were drawing my hCG to see what happened. So from Friday then to Monday, which is 2 days ago, my hCG dropped from 356 to 296. So now we're hoping that it keeps dropping, because although that means that there was something not quite right going in there, it means like my body is processing it. But if they go up, that means that there's either something in there growing that shouldn't be, and they had mentioned like cancerous I don't know if I'm saying this right, choriocarcinoma. Yeah, cool. I was like, okay. Apparently that's when like cells from the placenta or like some root cells or something keep trying to grow, and then it forms a little tumor in there. But the thing is that they confirmed via ultrasound that my pregnancy was in the uterus. So if there's anything growing, that's where it should be. And then alternatively, they said that if I was pregnant again, which I don't really think I am, I was feeling that way last week. But it's like, well, that makes sense because I have the hormones of someone who's like 4 weeks pregnant. So yay, but I don't think I am. So, and then if they go up, they said it could also be that I'm pregnant again. I don't know. It's just been a ride, and I just want to know. I just want to know either way. I can accept either outcome. It's just this whole like limbo that is maddening. It's like, it's been 3 weeks. I just want to move on. I want to get better. I want to feel better, like mentally and physically. So that's kind of where I'm at. Okay, so I am going to have a couple crackers. That is, I know it's not healthy, but that's one of the only things I can get down. And I have to have something to eat when I take these. These are my antibiotics for the kidney infection. I love going to the hospital during pandemics.
Hi.
Hi, Dr. So that was super, super fast. I literally was like in and out. It was probably, I don't know, 2 minutes. So anyways, now I think my mom and I are gonna go grab her a coffee or something and just wait on the results. So even though I had this drawn at 9 in the morning, like the last time it was drawn at 9, they didn't call me until freaking 5 o'clock at night almost. So, and if you've ever waited on hCG levels, you cannot imagine like how long that 7 or 8 hours is. Now, where are we off to?
Where do you want to go?
Do you want to get a cup of coffee?
I think that'd be great.
Yeah.
Seems
Right.
how my coffee didn't turn out that great this morning.
Oh.
It was not good.
All right, let's go do that.
2 days in a row. Bad coffee. Not good.
We live in a tourist town, so it'll be interesting because it's like 4th of July weekend is one of the biggest times. So our town actually grows from like 4,000 people to like, what do they say, 45,000 on the weekends. It's pretty crazy. In the summer, yeah. So, and it's already 78 in the shade. That's hot for Wisconsin, you guys. It's hot. So now we're just gonna keep occupied and whatever till the results come.
Hi. Sounds good.
Okay, guys. So we just got home a little bit ago. I stopped at the health food store again because I ran out of some of the supplements I've been using to kind of like keep my body healthy the past couple of weeks while I'm healing, and especially because I'm taking antibiotics, which I only do if I absolutely have to because it really throws my body off. So with the antibiotics, I'm taking kimchi. I don't know if you guys like fermented foods. Kimchi is kind of like a Korean kraut. It's kind of spicy, and so this is a living food. It's not pasteurized, it's fermented, and so it has live cultures in it, which is good because you want to replace all of the stuff that so the antibiotic is wiping out the good and the bad. And a lot of people will get yeast infections or thrush after antibiotics because the good bacteria that normally keeps candida in check is like washed away. So I have kombucha here, which also has, you can see some of the strains that it has in there. So I have kombucha. This is a super good flavor. And then I had to go to the health food store to get this. You can't get pre/probiotics that are actually going to do the trick from somewhere like Walmart. So this has 60 billion and 60 different strains, and it's supposed to be good. It's a women's one. So that's why I got this. And then I have glutathione and N-acetylcysteine, which I'm making a cocktail out of to kind of help with the healing things that I'm feeling. And then Curamed, which is keeping the inflammation down. And I really think this is why I didn't have a fever or anything the night I went into the emergency room. So here we go. All right, guys. So my mom and I took our little tubes and we swam all the way across the lake, which is super relaxing for me. And now I'm laying in the camper, and we're gonna do something fun tonight. We're gonna go to bed a little early, keep all of the windows unzipped, get some flashlights, keep my car keys in case the bear comes back, and we're gonna try to get some footage of the bear. So that's what I'm doing in the fun department. Otherwise, I'm just like resting. I'm video editing, letting my body sleep, hoping that as the infection goes away, that maybe my body, instead of trying to fight that off, will actually be able to focus on bringing itself back to balance. So thanks for coming along the journey. I don't know if you saw, but if you haven't yet and you want to know more, you can go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I've put a playlist together on my channel just kind of to document the whole miscarriage experience, really with the goal of hoping that this gets like normalized, and especially talking about this for people who are having complications post miscarriage, because, and just knowing the signs and knowing like what to look for so that hopefully nobody else goes through this. So thanks for all the happy vibes and thoughts, and